Hi everyone, this is Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com and I'm here with another fun beading tutorial for you. But before I get started, just a quick reminder to check out the rest of our channel, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of our content. In this video, we're going to be making this simple little pendant, which I think could be an earring as well. But I made earrings the last time, so I thought this could be a pendant. I made this particular one with the Locked Away collection light from February 2026, which unfortunately has already sold out as we're posting this. But here are all the supplies that you need to make this pendant. First of all, you're gonna need some Paisley Duo beads and make sure that both holes are empty and none of them is blocked, or else you will have to unblock it as you go. And you're gonna need 8 of those per one pendant. Then we're gonna be using all sizes, so 15 O's, 11 O's, and 8 O's from the round seed bead size mix that was in the collection. This one is a Miyuki size mix, but I do think that TOHO's will work as well. Then here I have some Miyuki Delicas, TOHO Treasures, or Celine beads would work as well. I have small drop beads from Miyuki, though as you can see they are here and they are here. They used to add some texture to this pendant to kind of create points over here. However, I do think that wherever we use them, you could as well use either an 11O or a narrow 8O instead. Especially in here between the Paisley Duos, I think an 11O will be fine as well if you don't have the small drop beads. Then I have 4mm bicone beads. I use them here, and unfortunately these are not swappable because that's the perfect shape to fit between those Paisley Duos. And I have 4 3mm round drag beads. These could also be pearls or even 3mm bicone beads as well. And that's it when it comes to beads. For tools, I'm going to be using a size 12 needle, but 11 or even 10 will work as well. There's not that many thread passes. And I'll be using it with a 6-pound fire line. 4-pound would work as well. And for this one, I used a dark one in the color Smoke. And this time I'm going to be using a crystal fire line, just because I want to see what it will look like in those bicone beads, if it will be more prominent, if it will boost their color a little bit. So we'll see. All right, let's start beading. So this pendant is in fact quite simple. We're going to start in the middle, we're going to connect all of the Paisley Duos, then we're going to create the center, then we're going to step up to the outer hole, add the outline, and finally add the beaded bail. And that's going to be it. I'm starting with about half a wingspan of thread on my needle, and I'm going to start by picking up a sequence of these exact beads. So you want all 8 of your Paisley Duos, and you want to pick them up all by the narrow side, so not by the rounded side, but by the pointy side. And you want to pick them in pairs. In the side where they meet, they don't have anything in between them. So it's like here. You see, they're touching with the kind of arched side, and wherever you have the dip in between them, you get the 8O inside there. So you get 2 of them that are facing away from each other, then 2 of them that are facing towards each other with an 8O in between them. Then these are facing away from each other, then an 8O, these 2 are facing away, and these 2 are facing away. So you want 4 pairs of Paisley Duos that are basically facing away from each other, plus an 8O in between each of those pairs. Slide them down your thread, and you want to pass through all of them again. You can start with a stopper bead, by the way, if you prefer. I'm going to pass through the first 2 Paisley Duos. They're facing away from each other, as well as through the first round seed bead. So this is what you end up with, and you want your thread to be coming out of one of the 8 O's. Now I'm going to pick up a sequence of 11-0, 15-0, drop bead, 15-0, 11-0. And I'm going to pass through the next 8-0 in the sequence that I previously added. So I'm adding these beads on top of the pair of Paisley Duos. Now I'm going to go back through the last 11-0 that I added like this. So back from the 8-0. Like that. I want to sit that 11-0 on top of this 8-0 here. Now I'll add the missing 15-0 drop, 15-0, 11-0. And I'm going to go to the next round 8-0 in between the Paisleys. Once again, I'm going up through the 11-0. $15 drop, 15-0, 11-0, going to the next 8-0. Up through the last 11-0. And now all you need is a 15-0 drop, 15-0. Maybe I will take a wider drop here. 15-0 drop, 15-0 because I already have an 11-0 in here. So I go down this 11-0, the first one that I added, towards the 8-0. I pass through the 8-0 to close the circle. Don't worry about all those drops being kind of in disarray in the middle here yet at this point. Okay, now I'm going to go back up and through that first drop that I added. Now is when we make it a little bit more sturdy because we're going to add a Delica in between those drops in the middle. So I pick up a Delica and I just pass through the next drop bead. And they're going to kind of get back a little bit and get a little bit more organized. And that's done. You can see how nice and even it is right now. What I'll do now is I will pass through all of those beads one more time just to reinforce this last row. So I'm passing through the Delicas and the drops. For the next step, we need to step up through the second hole of one of the Paisley Duos. And to do that, I'm passing through the drop bead right now, so my thread is exiting the drop bead. I'm just gonna step down through the 15-0 and the 11-0. In whichever way you find more comfortable, I'm gonna pass through the 8-0 and the Paisley Duo here. I'm gonna step up through the second hole of this Paisley Duo that my thread is coming out of. And I'm ready to start a new row. Now, wherever your Paisley Duos meet kind of face to face, if you know what I mean, like this, in this spot, you add a drop bead. And in this case, I think that an 11-0 could work here as well. at this point they're gonna be like that, but later on they're gonna kind of go more forward for more texture because we're gonna add those round beads in the back. So whenever the Paisley Duos are facing each other with the tops, you're gonna put in a drop bead. And in here, we're gonna put in our bicones. So I pick up a 4mm bicone and just put it in here. And you just do that all the way around, interchangeably drop beads and bicones, 4 times each. Here is my last bicone. I pull it tight, and the shape is basically done. Now let's add this very cute and nice outline. We're gonna start by just passing through all of those beads that we just passed through. Again, first I want to reach the nearest bicone. So I want to be here. And in here, I'm going to add 2 delicas, a drop bead, and 2 delicas. For the drop bead, I think in here you could substitute an 8-0, and that will look nice. I'm going to go around the bicone and through it again, so as to place the beads on top of it. Just like that. And quite simply, I'm going to go through the beads. I'm going to add the beads on top in here as well. 2 delicas, a drop, and 2 delicas. And through the beads, aiming for the next bicone. And you just do it 4 times. Once you're done with this last embellishment with the drop bead, you don't have to go to the next bicone. You can stop at this one. And I'm gonna go back up through the delicas and the drop and down through the 2 delicas on the other side. And I'm gonna add 4 delicas and quite simply pass through just the drop bead that's between the Paisley Duos. This is going to place the 4 on top in here. We're going to reinforce them a little bit more later on, but for now, this is what you do. 4 delicas, and you connect the drop bead between the paisleys with the delicas on top of the bicones. So you're just adding an outline basically. Here is my last set of 4. And now the last step, or almost the last step, is going through those beads once again. Only now after I pass through the 4 beads that I just added in the previous row, like in here, where they are connected to the drop bead here between the paisleys. Instead of going through the drop bead, I pick up a 3mm round bead and I go straight through the 4 beads on the other side of the drop bead. Well, now it's technically 6 beads because it's the 2 above the bicone as well. And I want this round bead to pop right behind this drop bead in here, like this. I go down these beads here. I'll add a 3mm round bead in the back here as well. This is for decoration, but also for reinforcement. And here is my last round bead here. So all are added, and I'm almost where I want to be to add a little veil like in here and attach a chain or a cord or whatever you like to put it around your neck. So if you want it, you can make a necklace to go with this particular pendant, but for this size and this is not like too flashy, I would say. So I will just make a simple veil like here. And to do that, what I did here is I went around this drop bead here. So I'm going to pick up 6 Delicas and I'm going to go around the drop. I'm going to go up through 3. I'm going to add 2 as if I was doing regular herringbone stitch. And I'm going to go right back down through all 3 on this other side. Through the drop again. It's like an extended unit of herringbone stitch. Now I'm going to go back the 3 that I originally added plus the 1 extra that I added. Like that. And now it's just regular herringbone. You pick up 2, go down 1 on the other side, and go up 2 on the original side where you were adding. Like that. And that's it. You go on for as long as you want your veil to be. And then when you reach more or less the length of the veil that you want after you fold it like this, then you pick up 3 Delicas, go through the drop bead on the side where your thread is coming out, 3 on the other side, and you go up the free bead here, like so, connecting the 2 last beads over here, going back down through the 3. This is just kind of redoing what we did in the beginning, only in reverse. I'm going to go through the drop bead again and back up through the 3, just the 3 now, and connecting the 2 3s because we were adding 6 in the beginning in the front, remember? Like that. And that's it. Through the drop again. Now I'm just gonna weave in my tails, trim off my thread, and that's gonna be the pendant done. And here is the finished piece on some golden chain. I hope you like this, a quick and little tutorial. All of the supplies can be found at eurekacrystalbeads.com. If you like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up because it always helps, and consider subscribing so you never miss a fun project like this one. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!